Welcome, aspiring Python programmers. I'm Ollie. Functions are a fundamental building block of Python programming, allowing you to organize and reuse code effectively. In this video, we'll explore what functions are, how to define them, and how to use them in Python. Let's begin by understanding what functions are. A function is a reusable block of code that performs a specific task when called. Imagine a recipe. It's like a function with ingredients and step-by-step instructions. You can use it to make the same dish multiple times. Let's start with understanding what functions are in Python. A function is like a recipe. It's a reusable block of code that performs a specific task when called. Let's see a simple example. In this case, the greet function takes a parameter name, and when called with the argument Alice, it returns the message, "Hello, Alice," which is then printed. Now let's learn how to define functions in Python. To define a function, you use the def keyword followed by the function name, parameters, and a colon. Think of a house construction blueprint. It defines how the house should be built, just like a function definition. Now let's learn how to define functions in Python. This Python example illustrates the definition and usage of a function named addNumbers. The function takes two parameters, a and b, calculates their sum, and returns the result. When invoked with arguments 5 and 3, the function produces a sum of 8, which is then printed. Once you've defined a function, you can call it to execute the code within. To call a function, use the function name followed by parentheses. Think of the phone. Pressing a button is like calling a function to perform a specific action. In this Python example, the function addNumbers is called with arguments 10 and 7. The result, which is the sum of these numbers, 17, is stored in the variable result and then printed. Functions can have parameters and return values. Parameters allow you to pass data into a function, and return values allow the function to provide a result. Consider an ATM. Inserting a card is like a parameter, and getting money is like a return value from the function. Functions can have parameters and return values, allowing data to be passed in and results to be obtained. In this code, we are calculating the area of a rectangle using parameters and returning the result. This Python example demonstrates a function called calculateArea that takes length and width as parameters, calculates the area by multiplying them, and returns the result. The function is then called with arguments 6 and 4, and the calculated rectangle area is printed. You can also define default parameters for functions. Default parameters have preset values and can be overridden when calling the function. Think of ordering coffee. The default sugar level can be overridden, but the size can be left as is. Python functions can have default parameters. These parameters have preset values and can be overridden when calling the function. Here we're using a coffee order function with a default sugar level and customizable size. It showcases a function named make coffee with default parameters for sugar and size. The function is then called with specific arguments, and the customized copy order is printed. Python provides a vast array of built-in functions that are like powerful tools at your disposal. Now we'll dive into some of the most commonly used built-in functions in Python and explore how they can make your programming journey smoother. Python comes equipped with a rich library of built-in functions. Here are some of the most commonly used built-in functions in Python. Could print, display information on the screen, len, determine the length of a sequence like a string or a list, input, get user input from the keyboard, straw, convert values to strings, int, convert values to integers, float, convert values to floating point numbers. These are just a few examples of Python's built-in functions. To discover more, you can explore the official Python documentation at docs.python.org under the library reference section, which provides an extensive list of built-in functions, their descriptions, and usage examples. That's a wrap on functions in Python. Functions are your building blocks for creating organized and reusable code. We hope this video has given you the skills to harness the power of functions in your Python projects. See you in the next video. Explore the topic thoroughly and complete practice exercises by visiting our notebook on Google Colab and GitHub. Don't forget to check the description box for the link. See you in the next video. Make sure to subscribe and ring the notification bell so you never miss an update from our channel.